Hello, everybody. Today, after a brief break from counting down my top 10s of 2023, I returned mostly because I finally found the card I was missing for my top 10 TTM returns of 2023, which is what we are accomplishing today. One little rule I set for myself, similar to what I've done in years past, is I don't allow myself more than 2 Hall of Famers per sport. So hopefully we get some variety here. That's the idea. And I can still kind of show off what I was really happy to get this year. So let's check it out. One thing I don't do of much anymore is celebrity sendouts, but I do have 2 in my top 10 here. And they're both bit players for sitcoms that I love. Or maybe not bit players, but guest appearances or character actors. And the first one is Mark Harlick. It was an episode of Cheers. It was actually part 1 of the 2-part finale. And there he is pretending to be Diane's husband. And he was also Milos, an episode of Seinfeld. So there he is. Another game for Milos. Number 9. I'm going to move fast, hopefully not too fast. Archie Manning. It's a card I just didn't expect to get back, and was happy to get it back because there wasn't a lot of successes at the time, and starting to see a lot more now. But it's always good when an unexpected return comes home. Very happy to add that. Archie Manning, number 9. Number 8, a great ball player. Not one that'll ever be in the Hall of Fame, but definitely in the Hall of Very Good. And if you know about this player, he's the kind of guy you would want on your team. Johnny Damon. And there he is on a Stadium Club. Love the action shot on this one. Nice blue pen. Really turned out nicely. I got him also on one other Stadium Club card. In most cases, I'm just showing one card of the return, even if I win 2 for 2, 3 for 3, what have you. Number 7, another Hall of Famer. Not baseball, not football, but tennis. And this is Tracy Austin, who was a teen sensation in the 70s. Career started to dwindle down in her early 20s as she started to deal with injuries. But she's the youngest person ever elected to the International Tennis Hall of Fame at 29. Imagine being a Hall of Famer at the age of 29. Crazy stuff. But I was really happy to get that. She's awesome. Number 6, gotta have some Seahawk love. One of the GOATs, Walter Jones. TTM on this really cool bazooka card. Lots of fun. Beckett was good enough to slab that up for me. Really, really happy to get that. One of my favorite, obviously one of my favorite cards. That's why we're here after all. This card was a gift from my friend Emac in Canada. And when I got it, I said, I'm going to send this out, TTM. And it still took me, I think, a year to send it out. But I was really happy I did to get Rocky Bleier on this memorabilia swatch. Beckett was good enough to slab that one up for me too. That was number 5. If you watch a lot of my videos, you've seen a lot of these, of course. But this is the top 10 countdown. Number 4, I lied earlier. I'm showing 2 for this one. But 1 is as an actor, 1 is as a manager. So you might be able to figure out Seinfeld return. Buck Showalter, there he is talking with George. Trying to explain to George something's wrong with Tartible's swing. And it was because George gave him some tips. That's what was wrong. And I included another card on this one just because it's Stadium Club and because I believe, and I've looked and scoured and looked, this is the only Stadium Club manager card ever produced. And it's really cool with a cactus. And it's just, I love this card a lot. To make number 4 in front of a bunch of Hall of Famers, You know I like that card. This one is a Hall of Famer, one of my baseball Hall of Fame selections, and showed this off not long ago. And I believe Hugo said he's going to TTM this card too because he likes it so much. But there's a Wade Boggs Stadium Club in the chicken coop, kind of pointing to the chicken. Maybe he's picking out his pregame meal there, just like you do with lobsters. But, lots of fun, just like most Stadium Club cards are. And we're up to number 2. Down to number 2. Up. We're on number 2. How does that sound? John Mangini asked me to write a TTM article for his newsletter, and I was happy to do it in 2023. And in that, I mentioned I had this card as a kid. It's a sticker card. And I peeled it and stuck it on my bedpost. And so every night when I went to sleep, Dan Fouts was staring back at me, this exact card, exact picture. And when I learned that he TTM'd, I knew immediately which card I wanted the most. I have probably, I don't know, half dozen other Dan Fouts because he'll sign whatever you send him. But I knew I wanted this one. I had to order it. I got it signed, and Beckett gave it the slab treatment for me. And real happy with that. I'm out of space here, even though I gave myself lots of space. We'll go right there. Number 1. A lot of years I have a hard time deciding number 1. But like I said, with my vintage, it was easy. And with my modern editions, it was easy. And for my TTMs, it's going to be easy too. By the way, there's one more of these. I'm going to do a certified autographs, certified or private signing autographs, or autographs I purchased. Does that make sense? Non-TTMs. This was a TTM, and this year we lost a super great ball player. And you all know I personally collect and I'm a huge fan of Brooks Robinson. And this particular card, 2022 Stadium Club, was the last autograph I ever got from him and completed the Stadium Club run for Brooks Robinson autographed. Now, I believe he's on the checklist for 2023 if it ever comes out. So if the checklist holds, and again, if it ever comes out, the run will never be completed. But you know what? I don't care. I'm happy with what I got. I'm happy he signed for me. I'm happy to have been a fan of his pretty much my whole adult life. And I'm sad that he's gone, but we all got to go sometime. So thanks for watching. Like I said, we have one more of these probably within the next 4 or 5 days. I'll get that one up. And until then, remember, we don't count subscribers, we count friends.